Hi, it's Kalynn Spain coming to you from Arborg, Manitoba, north of Winnipeg. I'm on my morning walk, and so it's going to be a little bumpy ride for this message. But I wanted to talk about intentions and increasing your productivity by setting intentions for how we spend our time. So, what does that mean? It means being clear about how you want to spend your time so that you can be more productive. So, that can be in the morning, just like this, clearing your head, thinking about what you want to do for the day, thinking about one thing that you want to do that day, not 10, because I know my husband likes to do 10 projects at once because that's what he's a farmer and a mechanic, and that's just how he often operates. And I think it's really common that farmers will multitask and try to get everything done. But there's studies that show that multitasking actually is really inefficient and it decreases productivity. So what we can do is we can be more intentional about our time and how we spend that, not only with ourselves in our own projects, but also our time with others and how we bring people together in our operation. And maybe at family gatherings, we can be more clear about how we want to spend that time. So how do you want to spend your time? How do you want to be more intentional about the time that you have on your operation? How can you make that more clear to yourself and then communicate that to others? So we can do this in kind of 3 ways. At least how I outlined in my article is that, number one, we can think about our goal for the day in the morning. And sometimes we just look around and think, oh, wow, there's so much to do. And it's so overwhelming because there's just so much to do. And that overwhelm can actually inhibit you from making decisions. And so I want to encourage you to think about one thing that you can do every day and just focus on that one task as much as you can, because you're being more intentional with your time. You're trying to just get one thing done. And obviously things are going to come up. That's normal. But number 2 is to bring your family together with more intention. So that means sharing what you want to do with that time together. So if you're having a family supper and you don't want to talk about the farm, the certain barn that's being built or expansion, or you say that in your email, you be more clear. You say what you want and you say, I would love to have a family supper where we're just talking about what else we're doing. That's non-farming. Think about that, about how we can be connected with each other, not necessarily on farm things. And then number 3 is to think about your vision for the farm. And that I've talked about this a lot, but I want to be clear that this is something that everyone participates in. Everyone gets a voice, and that includes non-farming children. If there's good connections there, include them. And so if you need help with that, we can do a family meeting for you. We can help you plan that time together and how we can make that meaningful for you, because that's what we do. We're coaches. I'm a mediator, so I'm not afraid of conflict. And I think it can be actually really helpful for people. So I really hope you check out my article and you can be more intentional with your time. Have a good day.